This is going to make or break you in life. What do you do with what is? What do you do with the truth? Guess what? We cannot help it. As humans, we have filters. As humans, we have perceptions. As humans, we have ways, a lens of seeing life. We can't help it. It's inevitable. What do I mean by that? Let's take the car example. My car just made a funny noise. Man, I'm going to let God handle it or whatever until my car breaks down. But I knew that it was making that funny noise and I just avoided it until it started to stink. Like the trash example, right? Here's my point I'm about to make. I knew that this noise could be a potential problem. I chose to ignore it until it stinked, until it became a problem that I had to deal with. Because guess what? What do you do with this information? Do you sit here and justify putting it off? Do you sit here and say, well, maybe I had to pay my rent first, so I didn't want to pay for the car. Or maybe I needed food, so I couldn't pay for the car. Or maybe listen, you do not have to justify the truth that by avoiding dealing with the car, the problem was going to hit you later. You don't have to justify what you chose to do. But this is how people avoid the truth. They supplicate what they chose to do instead. And if you continue to do this, this is how you'll avoid creating results in your life. Because that's where you make results. When you sit there and look at what is and you supplement. I meant a supplement. I probably meant the word supplement, right? But let's follow my point here. Thank you for using context clues to correct the word. The point being is that they ignore it. They let the shit build up. Okay, so I did mean supplicate. Somebody let me know. So the nigga tried to correct me and was wrong. Thank you. Now follow me here. When they choose to ignore the shit and they keep it going, and then the shit hits them, they already knew that they knew. That's my point. You know that you know. Now, whatever you choose to do about it is up to you. And guess what? It goes back to what I said earlier about the motherfuckers winning life when they live in reality. When I sit here and face my hardest, ugliest truths and do what I can or do what I don't even know that I could about them. And here's the part where a lot of the shit you have to realize is it will be outside of your like perception. I never imagined that I would have 300,000 subscribers. I never imagined I would have over 6 figures sitting in my bank account. I never imagined I would have all this shit by the time I was 20. Now I'm 21, but I didn't even know all this shit would happen to me in the time that it did. It was insensible. It was unrealistic. These are the things that can get you those type of results in life by looking at reality and still believing in what is unrealistic. And I don't mean believing in like, okay, if I avoid the car noise, it won't deal with itself. I mean, follow me here. I look at what is. I can't afford to deal with the car because I paid rent and I've been buying food and shit getting more expensive. So I have to ignore the car noise because I can't do anything about it. That's the motherfucker that doesn't grow. The motherfucker that grows says, okay, I can't afford the car noise because I can't afford to deal with the car shit because I don't make enough money to pay my rent, get food, and fix my car. They say, the problem is I don't make enough money. How can I make more money? That's the truth. But if they don't embrace the truth, they can never get to the other side of it that will help them grow. You see what I'm saying? Because if they continue to avoid the stress, they can't grow from the reality. They can't grow and say, all right, now what do I do? I have two choices. Either I make more money or I keep pretending that this problem is not a problem. Or am I making sense, Shaq? I'm telling y'all, you had to follow the whole example to really get what I'm saying. Isaac Zarko, I appreciate